So, welcome my friends to the Endzone 2 demo. Okay. Tutorial, yeah. So I said earlier, I never played the first Endzone. I don't have any experience in the game itself. I also don't know the differences, what they improved or changed or added to the game. I can't give you any insight to that topic. But we can try it out. Keyboard mappings, okay, so you can configure your key bindings. Okay. But in case you never heard about Endzone, it's a post-apocalyptic city builder game.
I'm pleased to meet you. I'm going to look over your shoulder while you help our settlers set up a new home. By the way, I'm Ella.
Hello, Ella.
Out here in the wasteland, you'll find ruins and other interesting places. More important, however, is that we find a suitable site where we can establish a settlement.
This area displays orders and warnings for the entire game map. Information is always available regardless of what you're currently looking at the camera. Select one or more vehicles to move them with right click.
I'm at the wheel.
Out in the wasteland you will find ruins and other interesting places. More important however, it will find site where you can certain locations contain resources that can be carried off.
At the moment, all our settlers are in the Pathfinder, and you can explore the surrounding area with them. But time is tight. When the water in the Pathfinder is used up, everyone inside will die of thirst.
Doesn't sound like a good idea. The zone settled.
Engine running.
Good ruin. Okay, we'll loot the ruin. And be more about cooking the water before drinking it here. Ach so, you think because of that? Prefer a cold drink, but there are places where they don't have reliable electricity. I better but hot drink. That's common now.
Where are we going?
Also my water is not cold. Also not hot. It's just room temperature.
Let's go. On my way.
Tools are made by tool makers out of scrap and wood. Tool maker plant, upgraded tool maker. Ah, so we don't have more space. That's unfortunate. It's our second ruin and we already have full inventory. That is not so nice, or? Tools are important. Yes. But the other parts are too. Huh?
All clear.
Can this happen? If we have full inventory? Good question. Good question. Happens always. Doesn't matter what we do, our inventory is full by default. I let our car drive to the point on the map. I think we can maybe loot later the buildings when we have more space. I guess. We don't have to try to, fit everything in our car if our inventory is anyway full. Do we have to go really around? I was hoping we maybe can just go across the map. But looks like we have to go really around? Or the pathfinding is really bad. Or that. I'm not sure. I mean, look at the pathfinding at the moment. We seem to be confused.
I'm at the wheel.
We have found a new zone. Take a look at it when you get a chance. It might be worth it to build a new settlement on it.
Little pieces of information can be clicked on to jump. We found a new zone. Take a look at it when you get a chance. Might be worth to build a new settlement on it. Some buildings are already there. Pathfinder vehicle being bad at pathfinding, yeah. It's not the most efficient way.
New instructions?
Oh, here, build new settlement.
This transfer point serves as an access point for vehicles and connects your zone with the surrounding wasteland. Look for an ascent on the perimeter of your new zone where you can place the access point.
Bad ground type.
You have to find a location that is supposed to become the center.
Oh, made it kaputt.
I'm at the wheel.
Okay, sorry.
This transfer point serves as an access point for vehicles and connects your zone with the surround. You have to find a location that is supposed to become the center of the settlement. Once chosen, you won't be able to change the location again. As a result, make sure you place the town center near key resources such as water, trees, and debris remnants.
Ja.
First off, we have to ensure survival. We need water so that we don't die of thirst. Build a jetty by a body of water and assign enough workers that our supply is secure.
Some sequences may take a little longer or require your full attention. You can therefore accelerate or pause the game speed at any time. You need water. Build a jetty by a body of water. Construction mode for individual buildings can be started via the construction menu. Some production buildings allow you to display an overview of their production chains by clicking on the upper arrow. By clicking several times on the number in the bottom corner, you can focus the camera on all buildings of the type. the jetty? Ah. Do you call it really like that? Is it a name what you use? Steak? We don't get the raids, or there are raids in the game.
The jetty produces water as long as workers are assigned to it. Always make sure that sufficient water is available. If the supply runs low, assign more settlers to work at the jetty. Water alone is not enough to survive. We need to eat too. Build a foraging hut near trees and assign manpower to it as well, so that the workers search for food.
Okay, gather a hut. Hello, Lady Riot. How are you doing? Thank you for 45 stream streak. This reminds me of another demo I tried called Oxygen. Similar playstyle. Yeah, Oxygen. I only remember Oxygen not included, but it's a bit different. Maybe I saw the trailer. I guess. I can look it up. Foragers?
The foraging hut produces food as long as there are sufficient resources in its vicinity. If a region's resources are used up at some point, you can relocate the work area of a foraging hut at any time. We need building materials to be able to build new buildings in the future too. The woodcutting lodge cuts down trees, which produces wood. If you run out of trees at some point, you can also relocate your work area.
Yeah. We need wood. I don't see wood. Maybe I'm blind. Just here. Mine. Logistics. Houses. Happy stuff. Don't see wood. Do you see anything, guys? Or I'm just blind? Third tab? Where do you see a third tab? Flashing. Oh. missed it all the time. It's a small icon, okay? Icon was too small. It was tiny, yeah, I agree. It would be good, but then we have the gatherer. Even increasing inventories. Good. Okay. I really did not see that one. Rottingham, that's also a nice name.
Awesome. Your woodcutting lodge is already producing. By the way, a production site can produce faster when it stands near a depot. Although you don't have any depots, the town center has the same effect.
Yeah.
More shall gather. More shall
Out
enter
the
the
thing.
fray.
Holy Boo! Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, hello, good evening. How are you doing? How was your stream? What did you do today? Greetings.
Besides wood, the most important building material is scrap. That's what the scrapyard is for. It collects scrap that lies around and takes apart old ruins.
It was good, so I'm melting. It sounds like everyone is melting. Or almost everyone. How warm was it for you? To this scrapyard. Can you find here? Ah, here. Okay, see. Nice to see you at the East O7 too. Loved your panda cosplay. Oh, that would have been hot. Oh, voice. Yeah, thank you. Oops. That wouldn't have been hot, Olibu. Just imagine to be in a cosplay of a panda costume all day, and what I saw on the stream, it was really sunny and everything. Did you sleep there in a tent or in a hotel? And how did you like it? In the tent. It was cold in the night, but really hot in the morning. Saturday wasn't too hot. Sunday was very hot, so... Yeah, tent can be tough, right? Because you don't have really so much airflow. And then when it's heating up or during the day all the time. And you also don't want to have it open too much, because then you gather mosquitoes. It's also not so cool. How many people were sleeping in the tent? I don't know, was it like, could you have single tents? Or were you together with randoms? I mean, I could imagine there's not so much space. So maybe that were group tents eventually. Or bring your own tent. Ah, okay. So you had to, so you carried your own tent from the UK. I was in a tent with one other person, but we had a 3-person tent, so there was a bit of room. Okay. Like 50 people were camping. There were not so many. Do you like camping? I did think last time camping as a small mini kid. Baby Panda oder so. It's been a long time. No, I brought a sleeping bag and a camping mat. My friend and I drove from their house in Poland. Oh, okay. So you did fly from the UK to Poland to your friend, and then you did go together. You did drive together from Poland to Germany. Wow, it's a cool trip. And I brought a tent. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Camping is fun. It can be fun, sure. Did not do camping forever. I think I never did real camping. Oh. But I can imagine the short camping, you know, where you just sleep there, that's fine. I flew to Poland because it was impossible to fly to East Germany from London this weekend because of I was still with the football stuff going on. Ah, so. Oh, that's a good option then. That's smart, Olibo. Last camping for me was then 30 years ago. Yeah, ages. Oh, Footsie Louis. That's a smart idea, Olibo. Okay, what do we have to do? Assign salvagers.
Well done. On the other hand, our settlers are still sleeping out in the open. We ought to change that before we enlarge this settlement any further. Shelters provide for housing and can boost the efficiency of your production runs. Each building belongs to one of 3 settlement branches. The more buildings that stand in one settlement branch of the settlement, the more these buildings progress in that branch. This progress enables us to do research on new buildings from that branch. More about research later on. But that's not all. Production buildings that have a dwelling from the same settlement branch nearby function distinctly more effectively too. If an ecological tent stands next to a jetty, then the jetty functions more effectively. In contrast, the scrapyard and woodcutting lodge profit from economic tents.
But did we drive up to Berlin on Sunday to watch? Oha! It was a long drive, or? Did you... How expensive were the tickets? Watch the game live? I have no clue about football, so I really don't know. Build simple shelters. Social dwelling. Boosts the settler of the zone, speeds up the production of nearby production buildings in the category economy. Drove 1,200 kilometers that weekend. Boah, that's a lot. Three things for the stadium were 1,750. Wow, so much.
As long as they have enough
tickets.
housing, our settlers will reproduce and have children. Children are tomorrow's manpower and can work as soon as they have grown up. Our settlement is thriving. Now we want to produce a new resource, plastic. Build a recycler to do that. If the scrapyard is nearby, the recycler produces faster.
Scrapyard nearby. I watched on a big screen the Brandenburger Tor. It was free. Nice. Then you had lots of adventures. Did you try out archery at the ESO Tavern? And the sword lessons? It looked really cool.
Buildings that process resources work faster when they are located near their source. The recycler needs scrap to manufacture plastic. That's why it benefits from being near the scrapyard. The toolmaker not only needs scrap, but wood as well. It's best when both resources are produced near him. But don't worry if you're not able to place him perfectly. Naturally, he'll attend to his work anyway.
Who's the toolmaker? We need 2 people. I always get bruised on my elbow when I do archery. Oof, awa. Never learn. I always keep my arm too straight. But I have a good aim. Awesome. Profi archer.
Very good. Now we have plastic and tools, things which are needed in some buildings for production. They are also important to be able to build more complex buildings in the first place. The settlement is growing, and soon the supplies won't be sufficient anymore. More settlers consume more food and water, too. Build a fishery to support the foraging hut.
Fishing. Lack of resources. So. Not everywhere have fishies. Come here, fishy, fishy. Must be placed by a body of water. Where are fishies? Wondering if we can show like a overlay map or something. Oh, now it worked. Huh. Okay. Two fishermen. Fishermen and water carriers.
Though the fishery is more effective than the foraging hut, it constantly uses up tools for its production. If there are no tools, then the fishery can't function. Conversely, the fishery produces faster when tools are produced near it. Now, we also need cloth to be able to set up more tents. Cloth is produced from fibers, and we have to grow them first. To do this, build a plantation in the vicinity of fertile soil. The only way you can create a field is on fertile soil.
Build a plantation. Plantation. Builds fertile soil to obtain agricultural crops. Instruct the plantation to lay out the cultivation area. We need one gardener. Achieve an increasing inventory stock fibers. Gardeners. Sure. If we have enough people for everything. Here is now our fisher. He's even fishing. There. Oh, it does look like he's fishing. Who knows if he's working well? Construct the plantation to lay out a cultivation area. Full amount. Ah, so we have to make well, we have no fertile soil at all. Or did I place it in a bad spot or what? Can we move it? Hello, Tantra. Okay, you have to do that again. It's not the best spot, I guess. I guess here we can build. At least I hope that are the... There's a green. I saw there's some green, so... Maybe these are the right spots. We have to wait for the construction. It's like in... What's it called? Anno. Gardeners? Did we not do that? Where are here gardeners?
Well done.
Well done.
Up till now, we can only grow fibers. But if we find more types of seeds, then we can cultivate them on the plantation too.
Information about the currently viewed settlement is displayed here. This includes the status of the settlement as well as the resources stored. Resource displayed can be charged by clicking.
The fibers are crafted into cloth at a weaving mill. This requires water in addition to fibers, so make sure that sufficient supplies of water are always available.
Yeah. Build a weaving mill. More materials. Weaving mill. That. Then we need a weaver. Sounds like beaver. Also here, profession. Weaver 1. Okay. Now we have to wait that the lady says, "Good job, Tian. You did it amazing."
Great! Now you can set up more tents for our settlers to create space for new inhabitants.
Yeah.
This is necessary too, because we're going to need a lot of hardworking hands. Keep in mind to place the tents near the appropriate production buildings so that they can function more effectively.
Build simple shelters 4 times. Ach hier, houses. Hier so geht. 1. Two. Und dann oh, too much less resources. Fine. It looks complicated. Nah, I guess when you know play a bit, then you probably get the hang of it. But at the start, you can imagine it can be quite overwhelming because you have so many different. It looks familiar, but at the end you have different kind of buildings, and yeah, that you have to learn and figure out, right? You know, it would be nice if you could place buildings even so you don't have the resources. Like, you know, like that you can make a like a blueprint and put it on the ground for the meantime. Or the planning zone, yeah, that would be nice. You know, that we could place it down like a blueprint, because now it's just lack of resources and I can't place it. So that would be handy, right? We're missing cloth. The weaving mill. You can zoom really in. And you can zoom far out if you like to do so. Which is often in this game is better because then you have, you know, like a nice overview. Could we increase the speed? Here. So.
New instructions?
That was the weaving thing. Oh. Last one.
Thanks to our joint efforts, our little settlement is soon not going to be so little anymore. If the population increases, then the settlement's supply situation has to grow too. Apart from the jetty, you can also build wells that can pump water out of wet, swampy marsh soil.
Build a well, find well keepers. Place a well here. It's only there. Assign well keepers. Build buildings that produce food. Well keepers too. Oh, no. Bed ground soil. Ah, so? Yeah.
The supply situation is stable. Soon our depots will be filled to the brim. When the depots are full, you have to increase their capacity. There is a depot for water, one for food, and one for all other materials. Place depots near your production sites so that they can produce quickly.
Depot. Depot? You don't say depot? Storage. You see here, there. Depot. Ja. Gut. Area. Water. You said more like depot. .e. You know what dep is? In German? Also dep. Not O, just D-E-P-P.
Each depot increases the maximum number of resources that can be stockpiled at a settlement. When your depots are full, buildings cannot produce any further. Besides the short distance to a depot, good availability is important for production buildings. A production site produces more effectively when it is connected to the town center by a road.
Oh, we did not build any roads, huh?
Super! The more buildings you connect via your road network, the more stable the production at your settlement is going to be able to run. When our economy thrives, it uses up more resources too. Luckily, we're able to have our wood grow back again. We have the tree nursery for that.
Oh, good. At least one game has a forester. I can't believe that, you know, this bad settlers game, it skipped the forester until people were like complaining a lot. Okay. Kleine Faust. Jawohl. Übers. Hier, Forester.
Awesome. The tree
Awesome.
nursery will plant trees within its work area that can be used again by the woodcutting lodge. That way, we create a healthy loop.
The needles of the Geiger counters begin to swing hotter. A sharp increase in radiation is going to occur soon. We should start to get sufficient protective clothing ready.
Oh no! I had hoped we'd have more time. Now we have to act fast. We need protective clothing to shield us against radiation. For the first component of a complete set of equipment, we need coal.
Oh. With the cone, kin. Oh, burning wood. Use coal out of wood. Two burners. Yeah. Two.
Coal is made from wood. When wood gets scarce, assign more settlers to the woodcutting lodge, or build a second one. The tailor shop can make protective masks out of coal and cloth. They ought to be sufficient at first. Our settlement already produces cloth, and you have just taken care of getting coal.
We need a tailor's workshop. Find tailor.
Good. The protective clothing is truly a blessing. It is issued to the settlers automatically. If a settlement is contaminated and our settlers are unprotected, that can mean the end of the settlement.
Our fears have been confirmed. The radiation levels are rising sharply.
The higher the radiation level in a zone, the better we have to protect our settlers. If the protective clothing is not sufficient at some point, the inhabitants' exposure to radiation rises. When the radiation exposure gets too high, our settlers will gradually die of it. Even if the protection is sufficient at first, we should also prepare ourselves soon against potentially stronger radiation. Regardless of whether due to radiation, a poor supply situation, or simply getting too old, sooner or later, we have to say farewell to every settler. We need a place where we can lay the dead to rest.
Graveyard. Graveyard Keeper. That was also a good game, guys. That was really lots of fun. Not the fishing, but the rest was fun. Designate the area for graves. Experts in graveyard keeping for sure. Yeah, huh? See? All the same. Sign undertakers. Okay, are graveyard keepers undertakers? Was not one guy in the wrestling thingy called Undertaker? Okay, it's probably forever when that was. With Hulk, or was not Hulk Hogan and Undertaker? It's been a long time, huh? Undertaker is a person who prepares the body for the funeral. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I had no idea. So that's like difference between graveyard keeper and undertaker. Okay.
Thanks a lot. Now we have a place to mourn and commemorate those who had to come and go before our time. I think we've put down roots here and can start to upgrade the settlement further. We need sturdy building material to do that. We ought to fire bricks, and to do that, we need clay. We're not able to extract clay just like that yet. For some advanced technologies, we lack the necessary know-how. We have to accumulate that knowledge first. To be able to perform research, first you have to track down ancient knowledge in the wasteland. The thing is, you can start an expedition at some of the ruins there. If you've examined the ruin thoroughly enough, you receive 1 or more knowledge points. But not every site can be explored this way. At some of them, there are merely some resources to be gathered. So to obtain knowledge, we need a ruin we can explore with an expedition.
Okay, so guys, before we go now on the expedition, we go now to sleep. Getting late. Tired. I have to get up early. But yeah, Endzone feels good. The demo. There's lots to learn and lots to master. And I feel like we just, you know, barely scratched the how to say that, surface. Because that all felt familiar like other building games. But since you have this post-apocalyptic thingy going on, but we hear it with radiation and stuff like that, I think that's the unique part. Where you have to take care that you stay alive and everything. Yeah, check out the demo yourself, guys. Try it out. See how you like it. Put it in a wish list if it's something for you. But I would encourage you to try it out yourself. I mean, there's a demo. Why not? Yeah. Why not testing it?